Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. We've got a knife I just want to let you know about. This is not out yet, but this will be coming out. And so right now, I was sent the prototype to put on my camera so you guys can have a look at approximately what the actual knife is going to look like. This knife, of course, by knife standards, I had the RR station, and then this is the RR3, so let's take a look at it. RR3, this is, what he's saying is this is the smallest one that he's done so far. So the original and then the station were bigger knives than this, but this is the RR3, which is really, this is a 3.2 inch blade, I believe, and under 8 inches overall length. Let's take a look. Yeah, 3.2 inch blade, approximately around 80 to 83 millimeter, but it's under 7.5 inch. It's 7 3/8. Okay, and so at about 18.8 centimeters long overall length. This one is his first liner lock. So this is a liner lock, number 2 prototype. And then I was looking at this, and then I was keeping the blade from falling. That's not good. Okay. Hey, I don't know this knife that well, so there it is, nice and drop shutty. And the OEM is Bestech on these. I had, and I guess I could put the link down below to my video on the RR station. This is the RR3. The RR station was bigger. It was a frame lock, etc., etc. This one will be the first liner lock, and what he's going to do is have, these are nested liners in here, and I believe, did he say they were going to be steel? Yeah, okay. And also, another thing that he said in his spec sheet, in the spec sheets, nothing I need to hide from you or anything, okay? But manufacturing partner, Bestech, and of course, the designer is ATR. Ceramic bearings, T8s, nested steel liner, titanium on the outside, etc. And of course, Vanex Super Clean will be, and these will be numbered as well. And this is some features he's talking about. Of course, Vanex Super Clean, very corrosion resistant, right? And stone milled, multiple deployment methods, captive pivot, and all T8. Okay, so these will be available in like 3 versions, and I think he's saying the drop is coming soon, but he's not giving me a date on that, okay? Not giving me a date on the drop, but you could get it in stonewash. You can get it in what they're going to call the RR stone milled, frosty, and classic stone milled. So those are the 3. And oh yeah, I wanted to remind everybody, the RR stations, he still has some of those in stock. And yeah, I would highly recommend the RR station. I thought it was a great looking knife. That's why I bought it. And now in his specs, he's saying that it's going to be a milled titanium pocket clip, because I imagine some of you guys probably looked at this and go, that's a wire clip, which, you know, I mean, some people are going, if you're trying to make a, you know, high-end knife with all premium materials, why are you doing a milled? And so he's saying a milled, wire clip, and he's saying, no, it's going to be a milled titanium clip, is what he's saying in his specs. So this came this way, okay? But obviously, he's got some other things he's going to clean up on this one. And one of them is the detent, okay? So he says this is pretty much as he wants it to be, but the detent is one of the things. Yeah, that doesn't take much to shake that out. And you've got multiple deployment methods. You've got a front flipper, and you've got, of course, thumb studs, ambidextrous thumb studs. You got jimping up here on top of the blade. So this won't be bad. What's to carry? I mean, because it's under 7.5 inches and 3.2 inch blade, and that blade stock doesn't look overly fat, so I don't think it's going to be that heavy. No, 118 grams total, and so let's go back to ounces and see where we are. Okay, it's a little over 4 ounces, but no, that's not much. 4.16 ounces. Of course, yeah, I don't know what the exact once you get to the pocket clip, etc., and all that. So, not sure. But it's an open design. There's a standoff here, and just kind of check it out. I have seen milled pocket clips that were set up to actually go into things like this. So I don't know if, how that's going to work with the milled pocket clip. Here's a body screw here. And then, of course, like he was saying, the squared off pivot with the initials. And, of course, that's the RR is a paying homage to his father, okay, who had encouraged him to go forward and do things. And then, yeah, nice. Yeah, but I was going to say, follow up on, the thought on the detent. Yeah, I mean, it's not like going to drop right out at you, but yeah, he wants to stiffen the detent. And I agree with him. I think, that could use a bit more detent on this knife. Now, obviously, you don't have a flipper tab other than, for the front flipper. So you can deal, I prefer knives with a little less than maximum detent when you have a front flipper and or you're flicking it, okay? But this one is still a bit light, okay, when you can just do that, okay? So, yeah, I agree with him on that. But, this is going to be a full-size EDC, even at that. I mean, this is not an under 3-inch blade or anything like that. So it's definitely not a mini, or I don't even know if you could call this a gent carry because it's still a full-size EDC, but maybe so. Maybe a bit of an in-between kind of gent carry. It's definitely classy enough, that's for sure. And, with the Van X Super Clean, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. So this one right here, it measures up. It's going to be weight relieved. And, so it doesn't weigh all that much. It looks good. I'll give you a link down below where, I will leave the information as well that I got with this knife down below, but also a link where you can go hook up and so you can be notified when the orders are ready on these, where you can order it. I imagine it's going to be a pre-order because we are in the prototype stage, so it hasn't gone to production yet. And so if he's doing pre-orders, then so be it that you can sign up on that. Yeah, it flips nice. I like the station, but this will be a bit smaller, so this may, appeal to some of the guys that weren't really wanting to get as large a knife as the first two efforts that he put out. But, the design language is very, very similar on this. And so, put your comments down below. I'm sure he'd be interested in seeing what you have to say here. Okay? But doing a great job. I like his design language. I think, he was in Atlanta. And and I think he was at Blade West last year too. So here it is. The RR3. Check it out. I'll give you the information below. and I'm not going to disassemble it. It's a prototype, so yeah, I think that would be inappropriate for me. But and especially, you know, this isn't the final rendition, but it's mostly there with a couple of maybe small, you know, revisions. So here we are. Thank you very much. The RR3 from Knife Standards. You guys stay sharp.